Good to go.
So good morning, everyone. So I would like to announce that we will be starting with the session. Myself, Karthik Kamath, Assistant Professor and Coordinator IQAC at Mangala College of Allied Health Sciences. I would like to ask Ms. Preeti to welcome the gathering and introduce our esteemed speaker.
Good morning to all. We, Mangala College of Allied Health Sciences, are pleased to witness you all here in this wonderful session, Making Professional Impression. Mangala Group of Institutions have been pioneer of paramedical from 2004. We have various courses in Allied Health Sciences, BSc Nursing, and BPT, and Speech and Hearing. We have hundreds of students joining us and coming out of our institution with the flying colors. But we have also seen the need for them to learn how to make a professional impression on their work front. So, IQAC, Mangala College of Allied Health Sciences, in association with Mangala Alumni Association, has organized today's session. We are happy to inform that we have around 400 registration, out of which we have the participants from many other prestigious institutions. I welcome all the participants to the session. We are truly glad with your presence. Participants, kindly note, use the same link for feedback and e-certificate. If any queries regarding the session, please drop a message in the chat box. I'm profoundly delighted to welcome, and I also take the opportunity to introduce our eminent speaker for today's session, Dr. Anant Prabhu Ji. Anant Prabhu Ji grew up in coastal Karnataka. Sir has graduated degree in computer engineering and has completed MBA in information technology and MTech in computer engineering, and also pursued postdoctoral studies from the University of Houston, Texas. Sir is presently working as a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Sahyadri College of Engineering and Management. Sir is acclaimed for his motivational talk and his immense knowledge in the field of career guidance. He is also playing a role of administrator in Cybercrime Knowledge Group, Judiciary Cybercrime Knowledge Group, and Police Cybercrime Knowledge Group. Some of his works includes Little Black Book for Teachers, Little Black Book for Students, I Own the Monk's Ferrari, The Text Message That Killed Me, and many more. Sir has around 25 plus international journals to his credit. Sir is actively involved in many social welfare activities. There is so much to say. Due to time constraints, I do like to say he is truly a role model, and I'm also looking forward to hearing from you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Preeti ma'am, for the kind introduction. Absolutely delighted. Well, I'm going to share my presentation. Just give me a minute. So is the PPT visible for all of you? If yes, please comment yes in the comment section. In the chat box, just put yes. Nobody knows how to use the chat box? Okay, good. All right. Very happy to be here. This is my, in fact, second lecture for this wonderful institution, the Mangala College in Mangalore, which is definitely one of the pioneers in the field of healthcare with the dynamic leadership of Pratidna ma'am. I'm so happy to see the way in which the college is steering. Very good. And I welcome all the students from Mangala as well as many other students who have enrolled. So glad, so happy to see, especially on a Sunday where you're all here. But before I begin with today's lecture, I would like to wish each one of you a very happy Friendship Day. Okay, so I'm glad that I've made, I think there are 99, 102, 103. Okay, so it's increasing. So 100 more friends today. It's very nice. So happy Friendship Day to all of you, and may you stay blessed with the best of all that you desire. So today we're going to talk about something to do with powerful writing. Okay, so what is it? We will see in some time. I'll go a little slow. And one more thing which I want to tell all of you is, if you have any doubts at any point in time, the doubt may be something very, very simple, or it may be anything very complicated. Doesn't matter. Feel free to put it in the comment section. All right. So just put it in the comment section over there, and I will definitely answer whenever time permits. Okay. Number one. And number two is, I want you to be participative. So whenever I ask questions, you please put there in the comment section anything to do with it, because I also have some prizes to be given to the winners who are going to answer the right questions. Okay. Now, having said that, let's begin. I want you to stare at this picture for 30 seconds, and your time starts now. Don't look anywhere else, just the picture. We have 20 seconds to go. Keep staring at that picture. I hope you've all had your breakfast. 10 seconds to go. Otherwise, we'll have some people fainting and falling, like how it used to happen during the Republic Day and Independence Day. Early morning gathering in the colleges and schools. All right, so done. So 30 seconds, you have seen this, head is reeling. Now, somehow you could see this for 30 seconds, all of you, isn't it? Somehow. Maybe some people cheated, because now that you're into online classes, you very well know what to do and what not to do. But nevertheless, why I put this is, I want you to know that the average employer, okay, spends only 6.25 seconds. You got it? 6.25 seconds looking at a resume. 6.25, that's it. So they get about 100, 200 resume there, and they take one and they glance for 6.25 seconds only. You took 30 seconds just to see one image. Now, in that 6.25 seconds, my dear friends, if you're unable to communicate whatever you have done, you've studied for 3 years, some of them 4 years, some of them PG students may be here, whatever you have studied, whatever skills you have gathered, if you're unable to put it across in the right way, so that in the 6.25 seconds, the employer can read, if you cannot do that, then your chances of getting selected are very, very minimal. Now, why am I telling this is because I've come across many scenarios wherein the students have told me, sir, we have applied, but we are not even getting the call. No call, interview call, nothing. We have applied, but we're not getting any response from them. This might be one of the reasons. And your resume is the only thing that is standing between you and your dream job. So that shows the importance of today's workshop. And I'm so glad that Mangala College has been kind enough not only to do it for their students, but also to anybody and everybody interested to build a powerful resume. So today we're going to talk about what are the do's and don'ts in revising the resume, which most of you have, or in case if you don't have, so that you can start from the scratch. So step by step we will be going about. Now, the first thing is how to pronounce this word. how to pronounce. Many of them pronounce it as resume. Okay, it's not resume, it is resume. Some of them call it as resume. Let's not tell that way, because nobody would understand that it's what is a resume, but it's pronounced as resume. All right, resume. So that may, that is what you tell. It's a French word, so resume. Now, what is resume? It's, for example, you're watching a YouTube web series. Let us assume, okay, you're watching a YouTube web series, and suddenly your father or mother will enter your room. And what you will do? You'll pause. You'll immediately pause. Why you will pause? That you only know why you have paused. Okay, so suddenly you will pause. After they go out of the room, what you will do? You will again play. Now, from pause to play, that process is called as resume. Okay, so you have paused it and then you resume back. You resume so that you start playing the video once again. So this is called as resume, and the one that we're going to talk about is resume. All right. So simplest way to do a resume is just what? Create one Word file and write, please hire me. Your resume is done. No, we're not going to do such things. We're going to actually see how your resume is built. Now, where to use this? Number one, career fairs. Now, of lately, the government of Karnataka has been conducting a lot of job fairs, a lot. Okay, because people have been complaining, Kelasa illa, jobs are not there, unemployment and all that. So in order to generate employment, in order to tell that there is employment, a lot of career fairs are done. Job interviews, definitely when you go, and the most important is the LinkedIn. So I want each one of you to create your LinkedIn profile today. I know many of you are on Instagram, on Facebook and all that. No employer will want to see what type of selfies you put on Instagram, but they are more keen on checking how is your profile on LinkedIn and what are your connections on LinkedIn. Please understand your connections. Who are the people you follow and who are the people who follow you? Because there is a saying, and the saying is your network is your net worth. I repeat, your net work is your net worth. Worth. Now, for example, if you know the police commissioner of Bangalore, I'm telling you, personally, you know the police commissioner of Bangalore. Isn't it great? It's amazing, isn't it? Now, let's go to the next level. You know the DC of Dakshin Kannada. Oh, wonderful. You know the MLA of your constituency. Wow. You know the minister of the district. Wow. You know the chief minister, you know the prime minister, you know so it all depends upon your network. So the thing is, in this world, competitive world, your network is your net worth. Okay, so how many of you will be creating your LinkedIn profile? Please comment in the comment section that I will create. Okay, and those who have a LinkedIn profile, please comment I have a LinkedIn profile. Let's wait for 5 seconds. Go on. I want to see I will create, and I want to see I have a profile. Okay, so I will create. I have Karthik has, very good, sir. Okay, Abhinita, you have, wonderful. What about the others? Where are the others? Are you all bots not responding? Okay, I will create. Good. So many of you have to create your resume. This is a very important step in the professional world. Number one. Okay, Zohara, good. Vijeta, good. Akshata, you have, fantastic. Shraddha, I will create. I have Sangeeta Menon, very nice, very nice. Okay, so now we're going to see what are the differences between a resume, a curriculum vitae, and a biodata. Now, these are the three terms which are used almost for the same thing, but they're not same. They are absolutely different, and you should know what it is. First thing that you need to know is you're not going to create your resume at all. I use the word resume so that everybody understands. Most of you are freshers. If you're a fresher, you will not be creating resume. You'll be creating something else. We will see what is that. So the first thing, resume, is a French word meaning summary. Clear? So if you are in doubt, what does resume mean? It means a summary. So you're just going to write a summary about you. Number one. Okay. Curriculum vitae is a Latin word meaning course of life. It's about the course of life. Curriculum vitae. Okay. So resume is summary. Curriculum vitae is course of life. Third one, biodata. So biodata is the short form for biographical data, everything about you. Biographical data. Clear? Resume, curriculum vitae, biodata. So these are the three words. Now I'm going to tell you a little more about it. So resume basically is one page. In one page, you're going to write everything. Employment, education, and other skills. That's all. And it's always written in the first person. How is the language? We will see in some time. And you will be focusing on your recent and past experiences, which means resume is for people who are already having work experience. So among the people here, if you're having a work experience, then you're going to write resume. If you're a fresher, you will be writing curriculum vitae. Is this clear? And the curriculum vitae is called as CV. Now, CV can be 2 to 3 pages. CV is 2 to 3 pages, and you write all the things like, your skills. If you have done some internship about that, your degrees, and all these things will be written in the curriculum vitae. Okay. And the third one is biodata. Now, biodata is like you write everything, your religion, your sex, your nationality, and all those things. If you are married, your wife, whatever you want, you can write. So it's all the details about you. This is called biodata, the patents you have, the projects that you have done, this everything. This is biodata. So resume, 1 page. Curriculum vitae, 2 to 3 pages. Biodata, maybe 10 pages or 100 pages. We don't know. Depends upon what you want to write. So the differences are clear. Number one, nobody asks for a biodata unless it is Government of India and you're applying for a post like governor of the state, or you're going to apply for some big post. They may ask you biodata. Okay. Resume is when you're looking for the middle level positions after some time of your job. CV for the fresh candidates. Is this clear for all of you? If yes, put yes, because that's the most important thing when it comes to today's lecture. What is the difference between resume, CV, biodata? Not clear? If clear, put it is clear. I want to see in the chat section. It is clear. Just right. Super. Okay. So now let's go a little further. The other differences when it comes to biodata is see, you want to get into the field of teaching. You want to apply for some grants. You want to apply for some position. You submit the biodata. Okay. And what we are basically doing is, when it comes to a resume, we have a hybrid. We mix resume and CV together. That is what most of us are doing. How to do that, we will see. But we will be using the word as CV only, but it's basically a hybrid. Okay. But before that, I want all of you to please open this website. All of you. Open this website, which is called willrobotstakemyjob.com. On your phones or on your desktop, wherever you are, open willrobotstakemyjob.com. All of you. Okay. And write your job that you're looking at. Write your job. Whatever your job is, I request you to write. I request you, let me see who is the first one who will get the answer. Will get a prize. Okay. My thing is, you put cab driver. You want to become a cab driver. CAB driver. Tell me what is the percentage that you got. I want to see the answer. willrobotstakemyjob.com you go. Put cab driver. What is the percentage that you got? Everybody is on 2G or what? 42. Cab driver. Taxi driver. Taxi driver you put. What's the percentage for taxi driver? 89. Exactly. Abhinita. You're right. 89. So you can see here 89%. Now, what does this mean? This means that the job that you're going to apply for will not be there in another 5 to 10 years. Why? Because you're seeing cars now which are autonomous. Now, what do you mean by autonomous? You don't need a driver. The car drives by itself like a drone. There are drones now. You don't have to control. You can just give the coordinates. It knows where to go, what to do, and come. Similarly, a lot of jobs will be taken over by robots, by artificial intelligence, by machine learning. And that is why I want you to see this website, willrobotstakemyjob.com, so that the job that you are going to apply, you should know whether it is going to sustain for the next 20 to 25 or 30 years, because you will be graduating at the age of 22 if you are UG, and PG at the age of 24 or 25, and you will be working till 60. So at least 30 years that job has to sustain. If it doesn't sustain, what is the point of your education? So check this. Okay. Now, why I put this is because recruiters are there, though. Recruiters. Earlier, it was like this. What your mom thinks a recruiter is, what you think a recruiter is, what your boss thinks that you're doing, what companies think you're doing, what candidates think you're doing. But basically what the recruiters are doing is just going to LinkedIn and putting the keywords and getting the results. That's all. In fact, you don't need recruiters at all. It can be automated. Now, how is it automated? This is the thing which I want each one of you to pay 100% attention. This is called ATS. Please understand, this is called ATS. ATS stands for Applicant Tracking System. All the companies that you're going to apply for have got ATS, and none of them tell you. They don't tell. So what will happen is, if you go to the company's job page, they will ask you to upload your resume. As you upload the resume, it will go into the ATS. Okay, it will go into the ATS, and there the ATS only will scan your entire resume, not the HRs, not the HRs. Completely it will be scanned by the ATS, and the ATS, what it will do is, look at this. You can try this later. Okay, I'll give you the link. You try this. You paste your resume there. Okay, you paste your resume there this way, and paste your job description on the right side and give scan. It will tell you, the ATS will tell what is the percentage that this person is suited for the job. Not the HRs, not anybody. You understand? Now, why am I telling this is because different job roles, if you are applying, you can't put the same shitty resume to all of them. No. You are expected to revise your resume, tailor make it for each and every different job. Because every job will have certain keywords which the ATS will check if it is there in your resume or not. If those keywords are not there, the results will come like this: 58%, 45%, and all that. They will never call you for the interview. Now you know why you are not called. Second reason. First reason was the HR looks at your resume only for 6.25 seconds. Within that, if your resume is unable to convey the message, you will not get selected. Number one. Number two is this. ATS. What is ATS, my dear friends? Put it in the chat section. I want to see what ATS is. Let's see who's going to type. What is ATS? Why is everybody so slow? Quickly. What is ATS? Applicant Tracking System. Exactly. Look at this. ATS findings, recruiter findings, skills match, premium format checks, cover letter checks, everything the software will do. The software will check if grammar mistake is there. Software will check if you are, yesterday one girl comes to my office and gives me a resume, and in that she has written applying for a career, and career spelling is Karreer. I saw that, and I was about to get fits looking at that. K. Okay, so spelling mistakes, grammatical mistakes, all these things. Now, in my case, I'm a small company, so I had to personally see the resume. But if I had this ATS, I don't think so I would have bothered. The resumes go inside and it will give me the result in seconds. So this is how the results of the ATS shows. So applicant tracking system. So today you have all understood there is the ATS. Okay. Ranjit, did you understand? Ranjit DJ, put it in the chat section. Did you understand what exactly is applicant tracking system? Yes or no? ATS is basically a software which replaces most of the tasks that are carried out by the HR. And the resume that you're going to write will be in such a way that we will make sure the ATS will give maximum results, maximum stars for your resume. So this is very, very important. We have to make sure that our ratings will be maximum. So how to do that? That is what today's workshop is all about. So these are the names of some of the ATS. You should know that Telio, CATS, ICIMS, Jazz HR, Bamboo HR, Smart Recruiters. These are some of the world's best ATS applicant tracking systems, which are used by most of the companies worldwide. Okay, and your resume will go through one of these. If at all you are looking at working in a MNC or a big company. If you're looking at small companies, don't expect all these things. It's only the HR will sit and see. Bigger companies, this is how it works. So coming to the resume, there are three types of resume. Three types: chronological, functional, combined. Today, our resume that we're going to learn or we're going to design will be combined. So what exactly is chronological? It lists all your work in the reverse chronological order, which means the latest will be at the top. Now, for example, if you've got 5 years of work experience, the 5th year will be at the top, 4th year, 3rd year, 2nd year, 1st year. So it goes in the reverse chronological order. It is preferred by most of the employers. Okay, and preferred format for UG. So because you're a UG or a PG, whatever it is, this is the preferred format. And it works very well if you have got a good work history. Okay. Second one, so this is how it looks. See, so his work experience, web developer in precious technology, that is the present. Before that, that is from 2016 to present. 12 to 16, web developer somewhere else. So you can see that chronological order. The next, the benefits of chronological order is it is familiar to the recruiters, highlights your career advancements, like how you have progressed, and it emphasizes on your job experience. The negatives are, if at all you did not get a job for some time, it will show the gap. It will tell that 2019 to 21, like I'll just take a name here, Musa Mansoor. Musa Mansoor did not have a job from 2019 to 21 because of pandemic. It was very difficult and all that, I know. But if you don't have a job, it is very clear and evident there, and it does not emphasize on skills and abilities. Okay, so this is how it is. Chronological, number one. Which is the second one, all of you? Chat section, please. Which is the second one? First one was chronological. Second one is, I want to see the answers from you. Which is the second one? Functional. Absolutely. So we're seeing the functional. This does not talk about which is the first job, which is the last job. No, it only talks about your skills. Okay, and it works well even if you don't have some good education. Doesn't matter. If you have the skills, you can show the skills there. So this is how it is. Look at this. So basically you're putting general skills, and you mentioned leadership, interviews, emergency planning, time management, efficiency. So you specify more of skills, your strengths, your achievements, and all that. This works well if you're having a gap in your resume. It doesn't matter. Nowhere you're going to mention why is the reason for the gap and what happened. Nothing. Only focusing on the skills. So the benefits are focuses on the skills and abilities, minimizes your work experience. Doesn't matter about work experience, but the problem is recruiters don't like this. Recruiters don't like this is because they know that those people who don't have work experience, they will be using this because it leaves out work experience. Okay, so this is about functional. Now, which is the third one? Which are we going to use? Which is the third one? First one was chronological. Second is functional. Yes. Now, the third one that we're going to see is hybrid or combined, which combines both skills as well as your experience. So this is called as a hybrid resume. So this is how it looks. All right. So you write about the skills also, you write about the work experience also. So this way you can see, talking about the skills. Okay. Now for example, if I ask most of you, like who is the president of the USA, you will all tell Biden. Or if I ask Hrithik Roshan has got 5 fingers or 6 fingers on his hand, you will say 6 fingers. A little personal questions about Hrithik. If I ask, like Hrithik Roshan has got how many kids, you'll say 2. Hrithik has got, is he married or is he divorced? You'll tell he's divorced. So all these things about Hrithik Roshan or Biden or Salman Khan, everything you know. But my question is, how much do you know about yourself? Now, if I ask you a question like, how about screaming? How loudly can you scream when it comes to decibels? Do you know? Don't know. How high can you jump when it comes to inches? Do you know? Don't know. How much iron is there in your blood, not human beings optimum level, in your blood today or recently? How much iron is there? We don't. So we don't know about us, but we know about others. Now the thing I want you to understand is you have to know about you. So what we call this? We call this as SWOT. Now what is SWOT? Anybody? What is SWOT? SWOT. Can anyone tell me what exactly is SWOT? I'm waiting. What is SWOT? You don't know what is SWOT? Okay. So SWOT stands for strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. SWOT. Strengths, weakness, opportunities, threats. Now you are expected to know your SWOT. Only then you can succeed. If you do not know your strengths, you cannot succeed. If you do not know your weaknesses, you cannot succeed. If you do not know the opportunities, you cannot succeed. And if you do not know the threats, we already saw the biggest threats, robots replacing your jobs. Weaknesses, you should know what are your weaknesses. Opportunities, you should know where are the opportunities. You should not wait for somebody to knock the door. I repeat, you should not wait for somebody to knock the door. You should go hunting for that. If nobody knocks the door, make sure somebody comes. If there is no door, build one. Because wherever you are seated, don't expect the food to come to you. You have to go and hunt. Because that much population is there in India. 1.4 billion approximately, isn't it? 1.4 billion population in our country. So you can just imagine what is the level of competition that will be there. Huge. So the hybrid resume, it emphasizes on skills and experience. The problem is it cannot hide gaps, but it is the best for most of the job seekers. So you have understood that what is the difference between resume, CV and biodata. And in resume, we have seen 3 types: functional, combined, hybrid. All right. Look at this. When you lied on your resume and they put you to work right away without any training. Okay. So why am I telling this is don't lie on your resume. I have seen some of the resumes. My God, the strengths that they have written more than the strengths what Amit Shah or Narendra Modi ji has. Like that strengths. Nobody would even think that such people are existing in this world. Don't write. Be you, be natural. Don't over-promise and under-deliver, always. Never over-promise and under-deliver. You may get the job because of your lies, but once you're there, you will be kicked out of the job faster than how quickly you got the job. So never lie on your resume. And remember, background checks are done. Background checks are always done. And the biggest background check that is done for all of you is your social media profile. Please, for God's sake, avoid political posts on your social media profiles. Whether you shout at Rahul Gandhi or Narendra Modi ji or Deve Gowda ji or Basavaraj Bommai ji, it does not matter. It does not matter. Whether you shout or don't shout, they will not even know who the hell are you. I'm telling you. It is, you are only screwing up your chances of getting a good job. I repeat, by posting this political and other nonsense on your social media, you are only spoiling your chances of getting a good job. So keep your social media accounts very, very pakka, very, very clean, professional. Keep it personal, no problem. Put your profile, good photos and all that, but avoid politics, number one. Number two, why am I telling avoid politics is, it's everybody's dream to go to the US. Everybody's dream to go to the US, to either work there for some time or study there for some time or just visit and explore and come. It is everybody's dream. If you want to go to the US, now it is mandatory to hand over your social media handles. You should tell them your social media handles. They're going to scan your entire profile and they're going to check if you have any links with the terrorist organizations, banned organizations, who your friends are, if your friends have links and all that. And God forbid, if your friends have links also, your visa will be rejected. Many people have lost their chances of getting a 10-year visa, 5-year visa only because of their social media handles. Don't make that mistake. Now, what to do if you have already put? The next 2 or 3 days, share your password with your friend. Sit next to him. Both of you sit together. Open the, don't share your password if that's the case. You can even open it on a laptop there next to you. Your profile, 2 laptops, and ask your friend to check, and even you check and delete. Delete all the unnecessary posts. Everything you delete. Keep it very minimal, very simple, very elite, very classy, that even if tomorrow the biggest companies are also going to check, like Apollo, if they are also going to check your resume, it has to look very classy. Your social media should look very classy. Now, talking about resume, I want you to go to a supermarket and take 50 bottles of shampoo. I'll wait, don't worry. You take 50 bottles of shampoo. The next 3 hours, I want you to read about that resume. About not the resume, I'm talking only about resume today, about the shampoo. Read about the shampoo, the instructions. You will get bored because everywhere it will be written lather, rinse, repeat. This is what the employers also feel when they see the same resume. They get bored of it. They get bored of it because what everybody does is they go online, they download somebody's old resume, change the name, change everything. Sometimes spouse name also they don't change. It will kept like that only. I have seen somebody's resume taking and copy pasting. Date of birth also they don't change. So never do that. Never do that. You should have your own classy resume because there are 5 pieces of resume. It should be painless to read. It should be perfect. It should be within 1 to 2 pages. Quality of paper should be very good. Don't use that recycled paper. Use a very good bond paper for taking printout on your resume. of your resume, and the position. Which position you're going to apply, it should be specific to that. For example, if you're going to apply for 3 positions, don't send the same resume to all the 3. Revise it. Understand for that position, which are the keywords the ATS will be looking for, and make sure that your resume has those keywords so that the ATS picks up those keywords and gives you more stars so that you have a better chance for being called for the interview. You should stand apart. You should stand apart. Your resume should not be one among the rest. Words have power. Words have power, and it is important to use the right words in your resume. Very important. Therefore, I'm not going to explain all the words. What I have done is, I have written some action words, like instead of writing responsible, you use the word improved. Instead of writing worked with, you write collaborated. Instead of writing in charge of, you write directed. So use the right action words so that there's more impact on your resume. It's very important. And look at this. How would you write, I changed a light bulb on your resume? Single-handedly manage the successful upgradation and deployment of new environmental illumination system with 0 cost overruns and 0 safety incidents. Okay, don't write this way also. I know when you read this, probably you must have remembered my icon, Sashi Tharoor, right? Your language should not be something which will force the other person to go and open the dictionary, but it should be something which is very polished and the other person should understand it without any efforts. Please understand. Okay, so don't write shit like this. Write something meaningful. Use action words. Now you may tell, sir, in my school, I did not pay attention to my classes, or I did not take English as a language. I don't know action words, what to do. Don't worry. I have made this list of action words for you. And this PPT, I will be sharing with each one of you. You can keep the PPT with you. You can share it with whomever you want, so that our intention is to ensure you get the job and others also get the job. There should be nobody unemployed. Unemployment is worse than the worst of the diseases, because I know how difficult it is for people without jobs. So for team player, you can use collaborated, diversified, embraced, encouraged, partnered, volunteered. So you can write words like this. For leadership, you can write guided, fostered. See, fostered is a superb word. Directed, enabled, mentored, inspired, you orchestrated. Use such words. These are the overused words. Never use. I want you to, after you write your resume, you have to check whether you have these words in your resume. Expert and all that. No expert. Expert in one coaching class is there in Mangalore. That's all. You don't write expert. Responsive, out of the box. Where is the box? There is no box only. Where you go out of the box? That is one word I hate. Everybody tells, think out of the box. There's no box only. What to think? Strategic thinker. What are you? Working for UN or what? To write strategic thinker. So don't write such words. Now, where do these words come? These words come from some obsolete, outdated resume that are hanging around on the internet for years together. People download it and they change the names and they write like that. Ninja. What ninja? Fruit ninja or what? Synergized, results driven. No, don't write. Okay, so overused resume buzzwords, check them and make sure your resume doesn't have these words. So instead of in charge, directed, instead of go-getter, accomplished, instead of strategic thinker, designed, instead of out of the box, created, instead of expert, delivered. So use these words. Okay, I've given you, instead of these useless words, which are the words to use. It is very nicely explained. Is this clear? Are you following? If you're following, please type yes. Lovely. Shika Shetty, Shilpa, Akshata, Prashant Lobo, Hina, Salma, fantastic. Zohra, Karthik, Rakshita, great, great. Kavya, Shruti, good. I'm glad that you're following. Instead of using the word responsible for, use these words: accomplished, navigated, negotiated, partnered, secured, succeeded, undertook. Use such words. Forged, executed. See, they sound so professional. These action words, they sound so professional. Anybody reads a resume with such words, they get impressed instantly. Love at first sight, they tell. No, that you have to do with this resume. Okay? Pasmita Habeen, do you understand what I said? And Zulfa also, do you understand? Good. Next. So these are the words for team player, leadership, responsible for, and communicated. Clear? Now we'll see for the words achiever. Instead of using achiever, accelerated, accomplished, amplified, boosted, outpaced, maximized, lifted, generated, improved, expanded. Use words like these for achiever. For worked on, constructed, engaged in, formulated, pursued, operated, undertook. Use such words. All right. For improved, integrated, lifted, remodeled, reorganized, restructured, revamped, streamlined, strengthened, updated. Use such words. See, these words are very important. Okay, these are not some hi-fi words. These are action words. These are the words that have power. I told you words that have power, and you have to use such action words so that in the 6.25 seconds, if somebody is going to read your resume, or if somebody is going to put that resume into the ATS, your resume should stand apart. All right. For researched, you can write investigated, measured, quantified, surveyed, tracked, examined. Use such words. So I've also made a list. Now, why these lists I've made is I want you to take printout of these 4 lists, put it on your walls, stick it on your walls at home. I know your walls will look dirty. It doesn't matter. I've also given some orange background. You don't like orange, you change the color, but stick it on the wall. Why do stick it on the wall? Things that you see often are the things that get ingrained in you. So the more and more you see such words, the more and more they get ingrained in you, that when you keep talking, when you give the HR round, when you are in the group discussion round, you will sound so good. You will sound so good that anybody and everybody would be impressed with your words. Words have power. Remember. Instead of words for creativity and problem solving, initiated, invented, pioneered, overhauled, patched, piloted, use such words. Instead of managing, enabled, facilitated, motivated, recruited, regulated, unified. Instead of using the word assist, endorse, facilitate, reinforce, collaborate, counsel, boost, use them. Instead of utilize, handle, mobilize, revive, promote, operate. So this is clear. Creativity and problem solving, managed, assist, utilize. Now that you have used the action words on your resume, it's important to see how to create the resume. We need to understand that we have evolved from the useless, outdated typewriters. We don't use them now. Used less, I said, not useless, useless. Nobody uses typewriters. So no typewriters, which means you can have a beautifully presented resume. Instead of keeping it dull and boring, you can have different size fonts, different types of fonts. You can highlight certain things. Alignment can be done. You can have all these things. Look at this beautiful resume. On the left side is the old one, which many of them use. Outdated, boring resume. Left side. See the right side. So beautiful. Different colors, different format. He has also used some clip art. See that interest at the bottom. Video games, renewable energy, music, artificial intelligence. This is a new type of resume. So I want you to design new type of resume, all of you, and I want you to send it to me. I want you to send it to me, all of you. We are having 151 participants. I expect 151 resume, including the faculty members. Everyone. Design such beautiful resume and send it across to me. Not that I'm going to give you any jobs. I just want to see how well you have comprehended whatever I've said and whether it is reflecting in your resume or not. As simple as that. My email address I will be sharing in the end. But for now, for the ones who have got ideatic memory, it is info@anantprabhu.com. I repeat, it is info@anantprabhu.com. Correct? So your resume has got 7 sections. 7. Contact information, summary, education, work experience. In your case, it is internship experience, skills, awards and activities if you've got any. It can be anything. Best boy in the classroom, or you won some prize in the school day, college day, whatever. Awards, references. 7 sections. Contact information, summary, education, work experience, skills, awards and activities, and references. These are the sections. 1-page resume, these are the sections. Look at it very carefully. Right side, you can see the contact, then you can see the summary, then you can see the experience, you can see the education, then you can see the awards, that's the extra certificates. There is no references. There is no references. And you can see the skills there. No references. Never add references unless they've asked you to write. I repeat, never add references unless they've specified in the job description that references needed. Don't put otherwise. You don't need any references. They know what to check and how to check about you. They don't need any reference. Even if you don't give references, they know whom to approach. See this. When you lie on your resume but still get a job. That cat applied for a police dog job. Don't let this happen. Okay? No lies. I repeat, I keep telling this because I get fed up seeing resumes with lies. No lies. So contact information is the first one. And this is the most basic category of the resume. If an employer doesn't know your name or how to get in touch with you, they can't offer you an interview. So you have to write it clearly, your name. It provides details how to contact you, first impression, and at the top of the page, this is how it is. What and all to write? Full name, address, email, website, and any other contact notes. This is mine. Dr. Anant Prabhuji, my address, Swarnadeep Apartment G1, Vijay, Mangalore. My mobile number, 89515-11111. My email address, info@anandprabhu.com. My website, fb.com/educator. Now, in my case, it is a page. That is why I put over there. But it is recommended never to put Facebook, because Facebook looks more like a casual website. Never put your Facebook. Instead of Facebook, which website to put? Anyone? Put in the comment section which website to put instead of Facebook. LinkedIn. Absolutely. Absolutely. LinkedIn profile should be put over there. Now, is this good? What I've written? It is okay. This is better because you write your temporary as well as permanent address. It's important, especially for the people who are in the final year or still in the college. So temporary address and final address, permanent address. And always include your personal number. You don't need to include your full address, but like, for example, next to Bank of Baroda and all that, you don't have to write all that. So just a basic address, but city, state, zip code, and email address. Be careful. Have a professional email address. I have seen angelpari1993@gmail.com. No. Don't use such email. Hotmail shetty@gmail.com. Hotmail, HOTMAIL. No. These are some IDs which I saw. Never. And in resume also, don't put some numbers like Anant334456 7@gmail.com. No. Your resume, your email address should be very professional. If you don't have, create one. Create one email address exclusively for your jobs, for professional purpose. And if you ask me which should I use, my answer would be use not Gmail, use Proton Mail, PROTONMAIL. Proton Mail. Now, why Proton Mail? Because it's encrypted. When we want to use WhatsApp, when we want to use Signal, Messenger, we look for end-to-end encryption. But Gmail does not have end-to-end encryption. Remember, Gmail doesn't have. So if you're going to send a mail to me, let us assume that I just got a message here from Kirtana. Now let us assume Kirtana is in Mumbai right now. Okay, Kirtana is in Mumbai and Kirtana sends an email to me. Dr. Prabhu sir, I'm not able to come to Mangalore on the 5th of August because I did not get a flight ticket. And Kirtana is going to send that email to me by Gmail. Okay. Before that email reaches me by Gmail, Gmail would have read it. Gmail would have scanned it, like how you have the ATS. Gmail has their own scanning systems. Gmail would have scanned it and sent it to Make My Trip, Yatra, Clear Trip, and everybody, telling that Kirtana is looking for air tickets, contact her. And within 5 to 10 minutes, you will get emails coming to your inbox telling that 10% off on Mumbai-Mangalore flights. Have you experienced this, anyone? Put it in the comment section if you have experienced, like you talk to somebody and suddenly you get those ads. Day before yesterday, my friend was talking to me about the new Volkswagen Tiguan car. Okay, Tiguan car, and then he's getting all the Tiguan ads now. He's like, Anant, I think God has heard. I'm getting Tiguan ads. I said, not God. That G is not for God. The G is for Google, I said. So this is how it works, right? So contact in the first section is clear. So this is how it is, okay? So the name, the title, the personal info, phone number, email address, LinkedIn. If you have a good social media, use that also. Okay? This is how it is. Website. This is very beautifully done. Contact section. And along with the resume, you will be giving a cover letter. One letter. What is cover letter? We'll see later. Make sure that your resume design and cover letter design both are same. Don't use different design for resume and different design for cover letter. It has to be same. So clear, no? Writing the contact at the top. Now the next one is objective. Never use the word objective because it is outdated. We are not going to use the word objective. If you're going to write objective, your ATS will understand that this resume is about 10 years old and they will not give you a chance at all. We are going to use the word resume summary. So we're going to use resume summary, which talks about what you're looking at. What is it that you're applying for? So today we know that a resume summary statement is much more effective. Summary statements communicate what you can offer to the company rather than what company can offer to you. The other day, a friend of mine, he applied for a job and they asked him, like, why do you want this job? So he said, sir, I want this job because your company, IBM, is a big company and there is a lot for me to learn and grow. He didn't get the job at all. IBM does not want to take you to grow you. IBM is not your father where they want you to grow. No. You have to tell what is that X factor that you have which will help you to deliver at IBM so that you can be a part of IBM's growth with your expertise. Do you understand? Always tell the employers what you have to offer to them. Don't ask them to give something to you. You want to be hired. Therefore, you have to sell yourself. Don't have to tell them what you will become after coming there. No, it doesn't work that way. So, resume statement. 1 to 3 lines, 1 to 3 lines, soon after contact section. This is the second part of the resume. So it emphasizes on your key qualifications, the skills that you have, helps the reader find what they need quickly, and makes a very good first impression, and it relates to the company goal. So you match it with the company, whatever you are applying for. See, this is the example. Is this a good thing? Like, an internship allowing me to effectively utilize my knowledge and expertise in different areas. Look at that. It's not good. Because you write a resume statement like that, too many questions are raised. What kind of internship? What knowledge you have? What kind of expertise you have? Which areas are you looking at? Like in different area, which area? How will you contribute to the company? You understand, no? So a lot of questions are automatically generated by this one line of yours. So you should make sure that your resume statement is complete. So a resume statement should answer these questions. Which position you're applying? What are your main qualifications and skills? What are your career goals? What is your professional identity? And how you can help the company? And always you can change it as per the post that you're applying. So it has to be tailor-made. One size fit all doesn't work. All right. So I've given you some activity here for you to go through later when you're writing the resume summary. Okay. So go through them. This is very important for you. Go through them. So first one was the contact information. Second one is resume summary. Now let's come to the third one. Third one is about your qualification. Qualification. If you've got some 60%, 50% in 10th standard, don't mention that. If you've got good marks, you mention 10th and 12th. Otherwise, your UG is enough. I have seen some people, 62% in PUC, bold and highlight. I got 84.16. I am only feeling shy to put my 84% because my students are all getting 98, 99, 100%. I'm shy to put 84, but I appreciate the confidence of some people. 63% if you see, they put. No. Always list the highest qualification. So the people here with a master's degree put master's first, bachelor's later. So it has to be chronological in the reverse order. Okay, it's important. So the education section emphasizes on your educational background and the formal training. Remember, not just the degrees, but also the value-added courses that you have done. I would like to tell one bad news for all of you. That is, if you check some of the finest companies in the world, the top 15 companies in the world, they are not looking at your educational qualification anymore. How many knew this? They don't see your education. They see your skills. Now, for example, there is a person here, Deepti K. Deepti K. I don't know who Deepti K is, but there's a person, Deepti K. I assume that she's a UG. I assume. Maybe she's a PG. Excuse me for that. I assume she's UG. I am a UG, PG, PhD, postdoc. Okay. Now, both of us apply for a job. In the company, the person is going to give us a task, which I take 1.5 months to complete. And Deepti completes it in 20 days. Okay. Deepti completes the task efficiently in 20 days, and I take 1.5 months. Why the hell would the company want to hire me, though I am a UG, PG, PhD, postdoc, when they can hire Deepti, who is just a UG, with all the skills? So companies are now looking at more importance to the skills rather than the degree. So degree is needed because eligibility criteria. Some companies don't check that also, but skills are important. So you still have time to enroll for some of the best courses that can amplify your resume with their presence. So identify which is the course that you are in. Identify which are those skills that industry is needing. That's called pain spotting. Currently, there is a huge demand in some industries for data analysts. So you know that there is a need for data analysts. You have a degree in informatics. So you do a certificate program in data analytics and put it in your resume so that the ATS will highlight your resume because you have the skills, and the company would be very happy to hire you because that is the requirement right now. Clear? If it is clear, please put it is clear in the chat section. Please put it's clear. Good. Thank you. Okay, so this is about education. So education is clear, right? So important part about education is the schools that you have attended, universities, colleges, the location also if needed, you can put. If it is a premier school that you have attended, when you graduated, which year, CGPA, GPA, however percentage, all these things you have to mention. BA in English, Purdue University, Indiana, graduation, December 2017, GPA 3.4. Yeah, so I'm getting a question here from Sushmita. What are we supposed to answer when they ask why you want to work here? Yeah, so what I've done is in the end of the resume training today, I have put 10 important questions. It'll be covered there. Okay. So I'll come to that in the end. So is this clear? Now, education. Next, I told you, you can also put the extra courses that you have done. It's important. Huh? So all these things are important in the education section. What are my majors and minors? Did I have any honors? If yes, was my education funded? Like, for example, there may be somebody who has got a scholarship. Mention KVPY scholar, or mention I got this Indian Oil scholarship. I got this, I got that. There is a fantastic portal of the Government of India, National Scholarship Portal. I request all of you to please visit that today only. National Scholarship Portal, and apply for scholarships. Government has got so much money, they're giving scholarships. Make the best use of it. Okay, next. So this is how you read. Okay, so your degree, specialization, coursework, if anything that you want to mention specifically, GPA, final CGPA. Next, the next important section. So you can see the top, contact done, resume summary done, work experience you don't have, education done. So we'll see the work experience. If there is somebody, I put this because this seminar is open for all. So probably if there is somebody with a work experience, mention. So what and all to mention? In the work experience section, our students apply for, Pratita ma'am, have they applied or they are going to apply? National Scholarship Portal, have they applied or you are asking them to apply? Always they apply. Super, fantastic. And the other students who are not lucky to be students of Mangala College, please apply. Okay, the others. See, it's so nice that the college, Mangala College is asking the students to apply for NSP always. Many of them have not even heard of NSP. I'm glad that they're doing it. The others, please apply. Okay, so now internships, part-time jobs, full-time jobs, volunteer work, summer jobs, military experience if you have, the NCC, all these things you can mention. See this, there's a gap in your CV. What were you doing in 2020? So he's like, I was washing my hands. Everybody's having a gap in 2020. I know that, but carefully ensure that you have no gaps. So the experience section is important. The work experience section provides information to persuade the prospective employers that your experience make you qualified for the job that you're going to currently apply. Okay. So what you're going to explain is where you worked, what position, the dates, that is from to, and whatever the roles and responsibilities that you delegated. So always place the strongest and the most relevant section at the top. If you've got 3-4 experiences, the one that matches with the one that you're applying right now, make sure that it is at the top. So as I said that time, jobs, volunteer positions, appointments, assistantships. Assistantships is like if you have worked under some PhD for their research work, mention. Internship, after every semester vacation, you might have got internships, mention that, no problem. Small or big job, job is job, mention. And make sure that whatever you have written there in the resume summary and your work experience, it correlates, because there you write something, here it is something else. There you write, I want to become a film actor, and here you write, I want to become a singer. It doesn't match, so it has to match. All right. So there should be no doubts, because in your experience you have to mention whom did you work, what duties, where did you fit into the organization, what were the goals you were trying to accomplish, what was the timeline, and what procedures did you follow. Important. So go step by step. We'll see how it is. Don't write these things, okay? Like I answered the telephone, I wiped the tables and all that. I know nobody would write, I wiped the tables, but some people write such useless things in their work experience that whatever little chances you have of getting also will go. So write nicely. Acted as a liaison between clients and legal staff, created a healthy environment for customers and maintained positive public image. So write it very professionally. Okay. So the formula for success is tailor for your audience, use appropriate headings, and include required content, organize your sections strategically, develop your descriptions, explain very well what were the responsibilities, make your descriptions parallel, and see through potential employer's eyes. See, when you're writing resume, you have to think what the employer is looking and write like that. Next section. So this section is about skills, core skills. You have to include 5 to 10 of your skills. Can anybody tell me what are your skills? Mention at least 3 skills, all of you. I'm waiting for everybody. Just write what are your skills? At least, because you know that skills is an important part of the resume. It should be there. So what are your skills that you're going to write? Please write. I'll be just back in a minute. Just write, I'll come back. What are the skills? Presentation skills. Just one. Pratibha, Pavitra, nobody else. Only one skills. Communication skills. I told you, no, we know so much about others, but we don't know about us. Our skills, we don't know. This is a problem. But resume has to highlight all the skills. All the skills. You need to understand. Now look at this. Node.js is quite easy and trending. Oh, the tutorial looks easy. And he writes some code. And in the resume, he uploads. And then he's like, oh, no SQL is a new tutorial. So it doesn't go that way. You simply see something and you write that as a skill. Working skills, Nikita. Okay. There are 2 types of skills. Hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills are the skills that are taught in school through certifications, previous job experience and all that. Recruiters look for hard skills on your resume. Okay. And the ATS searches for hard skills. What are the hard skills? Look. So if you are technically looking at these sales and marketing, these accounting, you can see these are the hard skills. Depending upon which course you have taken, which curriculum you have taken, skills associated to that is called hard skills. You have to mention 5 of your hard skills. 5. Then you have the soft skills. These are interpersonal skills. These are also very important. Because if you have the hard skills and if you do not mingle well with the people, you do not adjust with the employers and the employees of the organization, nobody is going to select you. You should be a positive personality. Now, Abhinita told communication skills. Yes, that is one soft skill. Presentation. Yes, that's a soft skill. These are all soft skills which I have mentioned. Now, why I have mentioned here is I want you to select any 3 or 4 soft skills from this and mention it in your resume. Is that clear? If you're creative, you put creative. If you're energetic, put energy, but not more than 3 or 4. 3 to 4. You should be a combination of hard skill and soft skill. So at least 3 to 4 hard skills, 3 to 4 soft skills. If you have, it is very good, because ATS looks for skills and maps it with the job. So for example, if the job role is editor for a newspaper, what all hard skills and soft skills are required for the job will be known by the ATS. For editor post, your soft skill should be vocabulary. You should have good vocabulary. So vocabulary will be one soft skill. Creativity is a soft skill. So that will be different soft skills. So you have to tailor make your resume in such a way that the job role maps with the skills, so that the skills will be picked by the ATS, so that your resume stands at the top, so that you are called for the interview. All of you, what is ATS? What is ATS? I've been using the word ATS quite some time now. What is ATS? Nobody knows what is an ATS? Yes, Rickson, you're right. It's applicant tracking system. Right. Correct. Coming to the next section, honors and activities. I told you, you can also mention if you have won any prize, best outgoing student, or you have won any competitions, won any intercollegiate, won any national level quiz, whatever you have won, you can mention it there, because employers look at people who have those something different. See, for example, let us assume me and Rakshita. Now Rakshita is there here. So Rakshita and Anant Prabhu both have got same skills, same qualification, same percentage. 3 of us. Rakshita and me both have got 75%. Both of us are BSc nursing final year students, and both of us have got the same skills, creativity, presentation. Our soft skills and hard skills both are the same. Now, what is it that the employer is looking at, that extra feather in our hat, which Rakshita has, that Anant Prabhu doesn't have? This is the extra thing in the honors. So if Rakshita is mentioned, I had given a suggestion to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji in his Mann Ki Baat, which was addressed by the Prime Minister in his Mann Ki Baat in May 2021. Finished. No chance only. Anant Prabhu getting a job. One. So Rakshita wins outright. You understand? So write in such a way. Now you may tell, what Prime Minister, sir, our local MLA only, we have not told anything. I know. See, this is a competitive world. You should do something, because 100, 200 people will be there for a job, for 2 openings, 200, 500 people will be there. So why should they select you? You should have that extra thing, the oomph factor, OOMPH, oomph factor you should have. The wow factor. What is it that you have? Your SWOT you should know. So this is about honors and activities. It gives the employers a sense of who you are outside your school and work. Okay? This is the last section of the page. So you can talk about awards, grants, prizes, special honors. If you're an NCC candidate, B certificate, C certificate, whatever you've got, all that you mentioned. Rotary Club member, you write everything. Okay, now look at this. Minimalist approaches, you simply write photography club. Elaborated approaches, president, photography club, and you organized campus-wide photography contest, increased membership, all these things you can write. So it depends upon how you want to mention. If you don't mention, they will ask you, what is that photography club? There you can tell, I was a president, I was so on. If you're not a president, you don't have to mention. Okay. So we have completed the first one, that is contact, then resume summary, then we saw education, then we saw work experience, then we saw skills, then we saw honors. Now we are going to see the next one, which is references. But as I told, include references only if it is requested by the employer, not otherwise. Not otherwise. How many references to include if they've asked for it? 3. This is how you mention: name, designation, contact, email, so that they know whom to contact to ask about you. And while writing references, simply don't write Anant Prabhu, Professor Sayadri, 895151111, info@anantprabhu.com. Just because you know, you don't write. Make sure that I know you also. No? I know I said we are all friends now and all that when I started the session. I know. But that does not mean you simply write. If I really know about you, send me a request. Sir, can I put your name in the references? And if I say yes, then put. Why? Because tomorrow, when the company people call me and ask, how is Sushmita Salian? Sushmita Salian is there. How is Sushmita Salian? And if I don't know, what do I say? If I say, who is Sushmita Salian? Then the chances of you getting the job is also gone. Right? So make sure that the references you put, they know you, number one. Not just they know you, they vouch for you. They tell good things about you. They care for your well-being. Imagine somebody calls and tells, ಅದು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಪೂಜಾರಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಎಂತ ಬೇಡ ಮಾರೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಪೂಜಾರಿ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಡಬೇಡಿ ಎಂತ ಕಿರಿಕಿರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಚ್ಚ ನ್ಯೂಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಈಗ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪನಿ ಲಗಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಗಾನ್ no chance only of getting the job after that. So careful about references. Don't put references. If they ask for references, only then put. How many to put? 3 to put. But put those people who will vouch for you. Important. So now that you know all the sections, brainstorm, decide what to put, what not to put, match it and send it to me as well as others for feedback, so that you get some inputs and you rework. Because otherwise, for everybody, they are like Hrithik Roshan and Aishwarya Rai. Everybody looks good for all. But only when you take feedback, you will understand what you are. Right? Similarly, take feedback and revise. Triple check for accuracy. Even if one typing mistake is there, one word, one letter, chances of you getting the job is gone, because ATS will check for everything. And these are the action words once again. Elected, chosen, awarded, presented, voted, achieved, excelled, accomplished. Use them. So what makes you suitable for this job? In an IT company, somebody asks, sir, I hacked your computer and invited myself for the interviews. Don't give such answers. Telling you, how much ever intelligent or smart you are, don't pretend like you are an over smart candidate. Be humble. Okay? Some samples. Let's see some of the samples. Beautiful resume samples. Look at this. Clean, minimalist, beautiful, black and white. You can print it for cheap. Black and white print. Okay, this is how it is. Color, beautiful, super. Look at this. Very nice. And don't put pictures in your resume, okay? I have seen some people putting their photo at the top. No, never. ATS will reject your resume if you put picture. No putting pictures at all. Keep your resume very, very, very professional. Don't put your pictures. Nobody wants your pictures. Don't think, Nana mukha nodi nanage job kodtare. No, nobody will give. Okay. So that's important. See, beautiful. Huh? Another classy. I want your resumes to be like this, huh? All of you. Beautiful. And are you going to make functional or this one chronological resume? Which you're going to do? Which resume you're going to do? Functional or chronological? All of you. Absolutely. Combined. Absolutely. Very good. Look at this. Another beautiful resume. Very beautiful. Yeah. Another simple and beautiful resume. Look. Skills he has written very nicely. What are the two types of skills, my dear friends? Which are the two types of skills? Which are the two types of skills that you're going to mention? Soft and hard, yeah. And how many skills you're going to mention? How many? How many skills are you going to mention? 3 to 4 of each. All right? 3 to 4 of each. 5 to 10. No problem. You mentioned not more than 10, but 10 would look too much. 3 to 4 would be apt. 3 to 4 would be apt. Good. And make sure that 2 or 3 or 4 resumes don't look the same. Because I've seen, especially college resumes, 60 resumes also, if I see, I know that all the 60 belong to the same class. Onde appana 10, 20, 30 makkal ತರ ಆಗಬಾರದು. You should not look like the children of the same father. It's like birds of the same feathers flock together. It should not look that way. Your resume should be unique, classy, tailor-made, different. You can also use the online resume builders to generate beautiful resume. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. Doesn't matter even if you pay. CV Maker is one website. CV Maker. Zeti, very nice. Resume Build, third one. Novo Resume. I use this. Novo Resume. Nice site where you can build a beautiful resume. Resume makers are there so that you can put the content, you can, and you design a world-class resume, powerful resume, automatically your chances of getting selected are more. So it doesn't matter even if you spend a little bit of money for these online resume builder services where you can use their tools to design superb resume. Look at this. I can dig. I cannot dig. I can make dig better, make dig another. I can make optimal schedule. I can sell this pit. I can perform any work for money. So you know what you can do. Okay. Simply go on putting everything. Don't do that. Know what is right for you. Now we are talking about cover letter. Resume done. So cover letter is a one-page document you submit along with the resume or the CV. It is very good to give that because it talks about you briefly and also your professional background and what you can offer to the company. And a good cover letter can spark the HR manager's interest and get them to read your resume. Otherwise, they may not even read your resume. Otherwise, what will happen? Your resume will go straight to the paper shredder. Don't let that happen. So your resume with the cover letter is a killer combo. So cover letters are optional. So, but if you send it, it looks like you're really interested in the job because you're going to specify it to the HR manager, the name or the designation, the company, all that you're going to specify. It looks like you're really interested in that job this way. So it should also have your name and your address. 2 should be very clear whom you are going to write. Okay. And the tried and tested format is header, greetings in the sense, respected sir, opening paragraph about your achievements, second paragraphs, why you are best for that job, third paragraph, why you are best for the company. Because companies have got their values, the job requires some skills, and about you. So 3 parts. Finally is the closing. This is the format. Header, greeting, opening paragraph about 2 to 3 of your top achievements. Second paragraph, why you are fit for the job. Third paragraph, why you are a good match for the company. Okay, this is how it has to be. See the beautiful letters. Now, I told you, cover letter and resume, the design should be same or different. All of you, please comment. The cover letter and the resume, the design should be the same or different. Shaina, same. Salma, same. Rickson, same. Shika Shetty, same. Absolutely. It has to be the same. So you can mention about your professional achievements, professional praises, professional awards. Okay. This is how it is. So write a nice cover letter and send that also to me, because I want to see your cover letter also. And the things you should not put about your family, like Nanna Tandeya Anna, my dad's father, what is it? Elder brother was MLA, or my cousin brother. You should not use the word cousin brother or cousin sister, it's cousin. So my cousin is the SP of Davanagere. No. Or I am expecting 3 lakh rupees per month salary. No. Or what is my job role? Questions. No. Or directly same thing, what is there in resume, putting in cover letter. No. Your photos, your marriage photo or engagement photo or your photo. No, nothing. These are the things you should never put. Cover letter. Cover letter should only have the things that I have told. Header, greeting, opening paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, formal closing. Simple. Don't put these things. Make it 1 page, personalize, target the company, be confident, and include numbers. See the formats. Okay, beautiful cover letters. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Now, why I have given these designs is not for you to see the design and tell, wow, so nice. It is not some Picasso's art for you to praise. I have put this so that you can use those words and you can revise it and use it for your cover letter. So you can use these as what? As what do you call it? Reference. Okay, just as a reference, you are going to use it. See, beautiful cover letters. Look. So look at this. Left side is the resume, right side is the cover letter. So the design is the same. I told you the design has to be the same. Also, the cover letter is called as a letter of intent. Though there are some minimal differences between letter of intent and cover letter, minimal differences are there. Don't bother about them because I don't want to confuse you about that. You just give the cover letter, not a letter of intent. Okay, look at this. Have a seat. Now, this is what happens if you write too much on your resume and they tell you write all those things in your interview. It's important to use beautiful fonts in your resume. Font should be compatible with the ATS. Now, which font to use? What should be the size of the font? Font size should be not less than 10. 12 is very nice. 12. Heading should be 16. Others 12. These are the fonts. Garmund, Calibri, Cambria, Georgia, Helvetica, Times New Roman, Arial, Palatino, and Verdana, Tahoma. Now these are the fonts. Okay. Remember, don't use Comic Sans MS. Yeah, it's a funny font, Comic Sans. I've seen some resumes on Comic Sans. You're not applying for that India Laughter Challenge, right? So these are the fonts. Be aware about the tense and pronouns that you're using. Action words are important. the skills, mention it very clearly, especially during the COVID time, how you did online certain things, mention, so that the company is happy that this guy knows offline as well as online. Whatever you have done online, mention about that, remote working skills, because for some time it will be work from home also. So they are more interested to know about those skills that you have. Optimize it to ATS. I've given you the list of ATSs. Job Scan is the website. Go there, copy paste your resume so that it will tell how suited it is for the ATS. LinkedIn profile, I want to see everybody's. Everyone should create LinkedIn profile. No spelling mistakes, no grammatical mistakes. COVID warrior can be mentioned. Yes, please mention about your COVID warrior things. You should. No lies, no lies. And some people are there, okay? For them, they'll tell. See, skills, you write 6 skills, and remaining 10 skills, you simply write in white fonts. In white fonts, so that you can trick the applicant tracking system, because applicant tracking system will take all the 10 from that, and your resume will come on the top. No, don't do such nonsense. Don't do such nonsense by writing certain things in white font so that ATS will understand it's a white font and it'll put you in trouble. Okay. And also your degree, write the full degree and the abbreviation. Okay. Don't use tables. ATS doesn't like tables. And good fonts. Okay. Important. 1 to 2 pages only. And no photo. Headshot is a photo. No photos, please. We don't need your photos on your resume. And don't hyperlink. Nobody is going to press on a printed paper. My LinkedIn profile, nobody will press on that, on a printed paper. Write the full link. Now you may tell, no, I'm going to give a soft copy or hard copy. Full link, no hyperlinks. No hyperlinks at all. Don't use these keyword cheaters, I told you, putting in white font and all that. No, don't go to trick the ATS. Be genuine. No tables and columns. No tables and columns. No photos or any other image files. Even if you have got Bharat Ratna also, don't put the photo. No photos anywhere. And resume file names. Some people, file names will be like xxx.pdf. Terrible, because you simply type xxx. Very bad. Don't do such things. Okay. And some people, what they do, they download the resume 5-6 times. It will already be there in the downloads, and you will upload that. So it will come like Anant Prabhu in bracket 7. What, 7 Anant Prabhus are there or what? No. Nicely. Anant underscore Prabhu dot underscore resume dot PDF. Maintain a master file, because every time you're going to change your resume, one master file should be there, and download that and change it according to the job. Because I told you, tailor-made resume should be sent to the jobs. So if you keep changing, you'll not have a real file at all. So maintain a master file. So stay relevant, tailor to the job, choose the right stuff, be consistent, double check, and build a resume online. I've told you some of the sites, better to build it there. And review everything, your contact information, the keywords, irrelevant stuffs don't exceed more than 2 pages, and about salary should not be there. Okay. See this, that girl has put, it says you're fluent in Spanish. So she's like, oi, oi, that is French. Oh, great. I'll add that also in my resume. No, don't do that. Okay. So please, what skills you have, mention only that. Just because you've heard, don't write there. That time one girl asked some of the common HR questions. So HR questions, I'm not going to take today. Of course, if you ask a question, I'm going to answer, because my today's session is limited to resume building. Still, I'm going to answer if you have any questions. Don't worry about that, because HR questions, there are about 50 questions that are asked. You may ask me, I'll answer. But some of the HR questions, which are based on the resume, I'm going to ask you on the resume. Like HR will hold your resume and he'll ask the questions looking at the resume. Which are those? First, tell me about yourself. What is there in the resume? Don't tell the same thing. You don't have to tell your name. Tell me about yourself. My name is Anant Prabhu. Why? It's not there in the resume or what? So there's a way to answer. Okay. You can expect this question. Tell me about yourself. Walk me through your CV. This is one common HR question. Walk me through your CV. So you should tell them exactly what is. When you go to the interview, take 2 copies of CV. One you give them, one you hold. Because when they ask you a question, don't go and search in their CV. In that CV, what you have given them. You should have a copy and you should see that. So 2 CVs when you're going for the interview. Not 1, 2. Okay. Third one. What makes you unique? I have 6 packs. Don't give such stupid answers. Okay. What makes you unique? Expect this question from the resume. So match it with the skills that you have told. Okay. Then another important thing is what motivates you. What motivates you? You should know. There should be something, an intrinsic as well as extrinsic factor that motivates you. What's your greatest strength and weakness? I've heard some people telling, sir, I have no weakness. What? You're God or what? Everybody has weakness. How to answer that is another thing. If you want ready-made answers for that, I'll give it to you. But HRs know that these are the answers found on the internet. So you have to be very careful while answering these. Okay? You have to be genuine. You have to sound like you, not like a robot. Robots will tell pre-programmed answers. So I repeat these questions. Tell me about yourself. Walk me through your CV. What makes you unique? What motivates you? What are your greatest strengths and weaknesses? These are the 5 questions that will be shot at you looking at your resume. You understand, no? Yeah. So what would you say are your greatest strengths if that question is asked? Don't answer like this. Let's see. Overthinking, stress, eating and falling in love with people who will never love me back. Don't give such funny answers. Give apt answers. When you are at work, trying to stay positive. You have to always stay positive. Okay? Always. So before you do the resume, before you apply for a job, halt. What's halt? Don't take any decisions or don't do anything when you are hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. Your brain doesn't work at its absolute best. I call this as halt. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Okay? So that's it. We have some time for Q&A. So 200 slides, 202 slides I have covered. I'm going to share these slides with Pratidna ma'am and Karthik ji so that they can share it with all of you. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot. I will answer. If you like the session, please comment it was useful so that I know that this session was of service to you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So you have any questions? You're most welcome. You can ask. Thank you. Thank you. It's so nice to see direct messages and messages to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anand, for your informative session on the subject.
Yeah, and if they have any doubts again at any point in time, they may also on FB or email or WhatsApp they can connect to me and they can get it clarified at any point in time. So this doesn't end here. they have any questions at any time, they need any assistance from my side, I'll be happy to help them.
Sir, a couple of students have messaged me regarding few queries they had. One was from a fresher. He's asking me, should he include any part-time job experiences while writing his or her CV? Because as a healthcare professional, will it be useful for presenting his skill in the to the HR or a prospective employer?
Yeah, see now what type of a part-time job? Now there are two things here. Number one, if that part-time job adds value to the existing job, great. Number two, it does not add value, but he took up that part-time job to fund his education for his pocket money or to learn certain administrative or management skills. No problem. Let him add why that part-time job is of service to the existing one. Let him mention it, whether it is directly associated or he has learned some other skills from that, because there he has to mention clearly how this part-time job has added value in his overall personality and well-being.
Thank you so much, sir. One more query regarding investing time and money and developing language skills, communication skills, and writing skills. Will it be beneficial, as most of our students are having little bit of shall I say concern regarding English as the medium of instruction to them? So is it beneficial for them to invest time and money to learning English, learning presentation skills, communication skills in that language?
Absolutely. See, language is very important. The tool for putting across not only your ideas, but also to ensure that everything falls in place. That's the only tool. So it is important to make sure that your language is polished, your language is very impressive, and you can make an impact and use action words and everything as much as possible. But right now there are so many tools that are available on Play Store, on App Store, and online on YouTube, everywhere, where you can learn how to communicate more effectively and make more impact. Now, we call this type of a communication skill, or we call this as business communication. Now, so what you can do is, you can take up an online program on business communication, which will help you to better understand what are those words, or how are the sentences that you need to frame, not only while talking, but also while drafting a letter, or while giving a press note, or while addressing the media, or anything, whatever your job demands from you. So therefore, it is important to make sure that your language is very good, very effective. So please take up an online free course on business communication, which will help you to develop those core skills and communicate effectively and make larger impact on people.
Thank you so much, sir. I shall request Mrs. Soumya to formally end the session. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hello, Karthik sir, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
Gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. I take this opportunity to thank our beloved chairman, Dr. Ganapati P, for all his support and encouragement in upbringing today's session. Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure to thank today's resource person, Dr. Anand Prabhuji. Sir, this lecture certainly benefited from your breadth of knowledge and depth of expertise. Thank you, sir. I also thank Mangala Alumni Association for their support in organizing this session. I thank all the participants for their active participation. I would like to thank A1 Logics for the technical support. Last but not the least, I thank all the members of Internal Quality Assurance Cell in organizing today's session. Thank you all once again.
Before closing the session, I want to ask all the participants to please submit your feedback and download the e-certificate from the same link that was used for registration. And in case of any queries, as Dr. Anand has said, you can write to him either through Facebook or you can message him. And I would like to thank sir again for sharing such an informative talk on the topic. And with this, we have come to the end of the session and we will be closing. Thank you so much.
Karthik sir, I've forwarded the PPT to you in a PDF format, to you as well as to Pratidna ma'am, so that it can be shared to all the participants.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you so much.